Now, we've got a call from the universe next as we find out about a dazzling meteor shower that will peak this weekend. Some of the sights in the sky could be amazing.
But getting a decent photo can be very tricky. Presenter Michaela Strachan takes us to meet a group of stargazers to find out how to transform your phone into a top-notch camera.
In winter, darkness falls early. And with it comes an opportunity, a chance to look up and capture on camera something very special.
It can be so inspiring just staring up at the night sky. Makes you realise how vast the universe is and puts life in perspective. Something to just stare at it though. What about trying to take a photograph?
Because if you do, you could end up with incredible photos like these. All of them were captured on a mobile phone. Dury is the photographer behind these images.
I got into astrophotography at the age of 7 years old.
Really?
Yes, I did. It's almost this necessity to document this element of the natural world. But for anybody looking to try and capture an image, all you need is a mobile phone.
And Josh says there's a few handy little settings you can use to maximise a phone's photography potential. It's all based around increasing the length of time a camera's lens is exposed to the light.
So taking photos of the stars, it requires what's called long exposure.
How does a long exposure make you be able to take pictures in the dark?
So a long exposure is all about these lenses here gathering light over a period of time. So it's building up an image in a low light environment. So when you use a low light feature on your mobile phone, it means you can capture images of around 3 to 10 seconds. And if you strike lucky and you get a meteor go in front of the frame, you've captured your own image of a shooting star.
To enable long exposure on an iPhone, simply select Night Mode in camera settings.
Press the moon icon, yeah, and then here is a toggle. So if you push that all the way to the end, that is the longest exposure you can take an image for.
For Android phones, look for Pro Mode and up the shutter speed to increase the exposure time. Whatever the phone, doing this in the dark will help the right settings to appear. And to avoid taking out-of-focus shaky shots, Josh recommends using a tripod, which generally cost under £20.
So if you imagine, over a period of time, yes, you're going to get some natural handshake. And so that's why I recommend one of these mobile phone tripods. And so the idea then is using the clasp, bring that into place, you can then have your phone attached for a longer period of time.
Taking photos of the night sky on a phone isn't helped by the bright light emitted by a phone screen, which can impact how our eyes adjust to the dark. To help, you can set your screen to emit low-level red light, which doesn't harm your night vision. To do that on an iPhone, select Settings, Accessibility, then Display and Text Size. And on Colour Filters, slide the Intensity slider to the right. For Android, choose Accessibility, then Vision Enhancements, and in Colour Filters, select Red and turn it up to the max.
It's all about trial and error, and the most important thing about it is have fun doing it.
Every December, the skies play host to this. It's called the Geminids Meteor Shower, and this year its activity peaks on the 13th and 14th of December. Dr. Alicia Gualandris is an astrophysicist at Surrey University.
What a great little observatory, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
A cool place to be, to see the Geminids. I think, first of all, we need to understand what exactly the Geminid meteor shower is.
It's due to debris of dust from a rocky asteroid. That when it comes near the sun, the dust comes off of the rocky asteroid, and that when it hits the atmosphere, it burns up, and it creates these nice, bright light streaks across the night sky.
What are the chances of actually seeing them?
Well, if you're near the peak and you're willing to wait around midnight, then you can see dozens of them.
But you don't just need to know how to point a camera at the night sky, it also helps if you know what you're looking at. That help can be found at one of the UK's many amateur astronomy clubs. Colin McGill is president of the Guildford Astronomical Society.
Do you have to have a knowledge of astrophysics or anything, or
Not
astronomy?
at all. Not at all. We have lots of people who are just interested.
So you can come with a set of binoculars and then you can move on to something as impressive as this wonderful telescope.
You don't even need that. Just come with your eyes.
Armed with my eyes and my phone, I'm joining Colin and his fellow Astronomical Society members for a night on the Surrey Hills in the hope of seeing and photographing the night sky. Julie, this looks like a very fancy scope.
Once I've set it up, all I have to do is just use this hand controller to point at whatever I want, and it has a database of like 30,000 objects in there.
Gosh, so you can really learn with this then, can't you?
Yes, you can.
You can also identify what's what in the night sky using apps like this one. Many are free to download, and by simply pointing your phone to the heavens, the app tells you the names of the stars. But for many here, the joy comes from just being outside in the dark. What do you enjoy so much about being part of this club and stargazing?
We get groups of people here who've never looked through a telescope, who've never looked at the sky, and people are actually bowled over by that.
Yeah, it's a lot of camaraderie. It's freezing cold, but we don't mind that.
A lot of the elements that we have come from stars that have exploded. And you just think, wow, I'm made out of the stuff in those stars, and that's pretty amazing and cool.
Wow. I'm keen to put my newfound astrophotography skills to the test. But the clouds have rolled in.
Well, I'm certainly not going to win an award for that. There's not a single star in sight. But the point is that I know that I've got to do the slow shutter speed and you get a good image-ish.
And you can see how those tips have helped me capture the light in the dark.
I've thoroughly enjoyed being out under the night sky, even though those clouds did come in. And I definitely recommend getting out at the weekend to see if you can see the spectacle of the Geminids Meteor Shower. You certainly won't regret it. Take your eyes to the skies to see what you can see or even snap.
Isn't that amazing? And Nick,
Really
you actually
cool.
tried to do that on your phone. You got some really good shots, didn't you?
Yes, I've got a couple of pictures. I went to Norway to try and see the Northern Lights. Didn't see them, and this is a picture of the Northern Lights from my back garden in Windsor.
Wow. On your phone, you took
That's
that.
incredible.
On my mobile phone. And then this one, how beautiful is that? That was when I went to Death Valley in America. And that one too.
Incredible.
On a really low exposure, like they were explaining. And it's just the most wonderful thing. It's like... You get to see stuff you can almost not see with the naked eye because the phone will do better than your eye will. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, if you recorded this or pick it up on iPlayer, step by step, get your phone out and go through it and pause the thing.
Give it a go.
Give it a go. It's amazing.
Yeah. And there's loads to keep stargazers happy this month. The BBC weather team has put together a great guide of the top celestial highlights, full of different meteor showers, and even the International Space Station is passing on Christmas morning. We've popped a link to this page at bbc.co.uk Morning Live.
Yeah.